crack shack, tattoo and bait. The shack itself wasn't a shack or shack, but more like a lean-to array of stolen doors and shingles down deep at the end of a labyrinth of alleys and to a cul-de-sac where rain continuously seemed to fall in gray raindrops, filling the gutters with a slick rainbow of sickness. It was an enormous lean-to, quite deceptively so, as outside it appeared barely large enough to house Bobby Ray and his enormous girlfriend, slug wife. Did I mention sausages yet? Pork sausages with hair growing from them. Anyway, this shack, to use the term loosely, was a tattoo shack and bait and tackle shop too. However, it possessed no electricity and no running water. It was lit by an elaborate maze of broken mirrors, refracting any light found outside into the dank that was their home and business. Hey, you're on my fucking phone while I'm performing here. So you're gonna have to either get off of it or move, because I won't continue while you're on the phone. Excellent. Thank you. All right, well, it should be known that the no running water thing wasn't entirely true. At any given moment, there were a dozen or so leaks in this makeshift domicile, and the bathroom facilities consisted of pissing and shitting directly into an open sewer. There was a rusted out old claw-footed bathtub in one odd-angled corner for bathing, filled at various times with a gray grime-covered water, occasionally slick on one of the various abominations that were sired by the horrific matings of Bobby Ray and his companion, yowling things slobbering in the dark. The dank was spacious, and there was always these delicious pork sausages to eat, except for there was hair growing from them. I digress. The proprietor of this establishment was a skinny skeleton of a man whose chief ambition in life was to have tried every possible method to kill his brains with narcotics. To support this habit, he opened a tattoo shop. Well, a tattoo and bait shop, because tattoos are cool. And people liked tattoos. And deals are awesome. Anyways, his face was all nose, a rocket ship red nose, and a map of webbing of pipes supplying his face with a massive dosage of toxins from his steady diet of chemicals and alcohol and tobacco and pot and salvia and mushrooms. Well, you get the drift. Anything at all that would generate a buzz. Even nutmeg. It took us 2 hours to find the place and another 6 to wake Bobby Ray. His wife, whatever her fucking name is, was screaming her fucking head off, thrashing about, and me and the boys would have up and left except for the prospect of adventure and fishing and pork sausages. It proved to overcome the extreme boredom of trying to wake up a skinny, junky tattoo artist. And boy did we try. We splattered him with cat shit. We dunked his head in a bucket of skunk urine. We used our baseball bat thumper on him until he was beaten black and blue and a pile of broken bones. Nothing. Then Jay decided to click open Bobby Ray's kit bag. Bobby Ray's eyes fired open, his broken body clicking back into shape, and he smiled. Time for a oh. Hello, boys. You've been waiting long? Tattoos? You got an appointment? Ah, of course. Who's first? Lenny sidled up. He wanted a Jackson Pollock design like a flag on his right bicep. Sausages. The chair was a rusted out old dentist chair, stuffing broken, cracked, oozing clouds of bacteria and spores from the colonies of mold and fungus growing in the dampness of the gutter. Jeremiah! Get your ass off the roof! Don't eat that, Abraham! Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! Thunder of footsteps across a rickety rooftop. Now let me see your arm. Now let me look at that. Maybe. He fumbled with his kit bag while studying the image closely, squinting. Sleep gathered like crystals at the corner of his eyes, green and blue and yellow. He pulls out a hypodermic needle, pre-filled, just in case such emergencies should exist. Lenny looked on in terror as Bobby Ray rolled up one sleeve and then another in search of a vein to fill. Both arms were festering public health violations. Lenny was getting squirmy. Just 1 second, young man, and he clamped one scaly yellow hand around Lenny's wrist, pinning it to the arm of the dentist chair. After Bobby Ray searched his legs and briefly considered his dick, decided against fighting the herpes, he spotted his massive nose in a dirty window pane. Then his slug brought out some more of those hairy pork sausages with hair growing out of them. And when we looked away, Lenny screamed, "No, no, 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 no." When we turned to see why, Bobby Ray was strapping Lenny in with a blank, sleepy stare and the hypo still in his nose, projecting from it like some sort of flag of ownership. "Don't worry, I'm okay. I can do this for, $20. No, wait. Yeah, $30. Lenny's eyes bulged in horror. We sat slack-jawed in amazement. Bruce Lee dropped his sausages on the wet rug, and Bobby Ray's dog with the hairless tail ran away with it. Sausages. The tattoo gun lay glistening in its tray as Bobby Ray began. "No, no, no, that's a needle! No, 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 no!" screamed Lenny. We giggled as the artist began with the wrong instrument. Lenny screamed in pain as Bobby Ray stabbed him in the arm with the dirty syringe. "It doesn't... Oh yeah, sorry man. Lube." Bobby Ray spun around looking for some. "Sausages? No. Empty Vaseline jar. Shit." He spotted an old rusty tin filled with some sort of lard. "Bacon fat." He grabs a handful and smears it across Lenny's bicep, mixing blood with grime. Then he went back to stabbing Lenny with the needle, while still another needle jutted from his face. 3 more times he stabbed Lenny, oblivious to his screams of protest, his directions to the actual tattoo gun, or threats of violence against him. "Doesn't seem to be working. Oh shit. Sorry, kid." He claps Lenny on the back hard enough to make him choke. "Wrong instrument." Sometimes I forget." He dropped the dirty needle to the ground and dives back into his kit bag as Lenny squirms violently in his bondage. He pulls out a glass tube, some steel wool, and a small ball of crack. "Painkiller?" He offers the pipe to Lenny, now frozen, petrified. "No, suit yourself, chum." He lights up and cooks away. "Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight." He drones off. The minutes click by, Lenny struggling against his restraints. Suddenly, Bobby Ray is up and in action. He grabs the tattoo gun and begins tearing away at Lenny's arm like a 2-year-old clearing cobwebs. Both Jay and Brucey got hit by the gun. All the while, there was no ink anywhere in sight. Blood streams from 3 of the 5 of us, and there's hair growing from my pork sausages. Lenny thrashes about and manages to grab a rusty box cutter and cuts through both the leather restraint and his wrist. $31, mumbles Bobby Ray, and a free bag of night crawlers. And Lenny shoved them aside and grabbed the bait. We kicked over the table with the sausages on it, and the things were squirming away like juicy maggots. The 5 of us then got the heck out of there because Bobby Ray's wife, girlfriend, slug, whatever you want to call her, was going mad with rage. Next week we're going to Denny's Outback Dentistry for our 2-for-1 root canal.